Good afternoon. Welcome on into today's episode of From Day One. Courtesy of our friend Law Talk to Mike, we just have a whole hodgepodge of craziness in the courtroom. Mikey, take it away, please.
Keisha Green. Keisha Green.
Your Honor.
What are we going to do?
She's going on the trial docket. I think she wants to address the court. She's somewhat unhappy that her first attorney had a conflict and then she.
I don't remember what happens here, but I'm guessing Judge Stevens gets cranky, which is always fun.
Disappointed me, and I explained to her that if she wanted the trial, that we would give her the opportunity to release me, but it would be up to her. But she wants to address the court.
Thank you, ma'am. I didn't follow that at all. But 22-39251 is called. You were Keisha Green. You were charged with third-degree felony of theft. But unfortunately for you, you're looking at habitual felon status, right? You're looking at 25 to life imprisonment. Is that right, the way the indictment reads?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, you have a conviction in 2001, controlled substance in Louisiana. Then after that, 2012, a conviction of theft, felony theft out of Lafayette. And then now we got another theft. If convicted of this, the minimum would be 25 years in prison, up to life imprisonment. It's some of the most serious next to capital murder. It's habitual felon status is a most serious punishment. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if they do that in Lake Charles, but here it gets steeper each time.
Yes, sir.
And so
She's pleading not guilty. And
all right, we're going to put it. We're going to set this for trial.
Yes,
And
I want to speak with you, Your Honor. Mr. When I was appointed the first lawyer, Mr. Dawn, when he was representing me, when we stood in front of you, he knew that when he seen Mercedes Benz and Keisha,
he said when he saw what?
He saw Mercedes Benz versus Keisha Green, that he was working with them. He waited till after 5 months later and came in front of you and said that he's a conflict of interest.
Okay.
And
So what's your point? Okay.
well, my point
It
is,
could have been done quicker, probably, but
yes,
if there's a conflict, then there's a conflict, and that's under the law. We must go away from conflicts. So I appointed another competent attorney to represent you because you were unable to hire an attorney. So here we are now. We're moving forward for trial, and you can continue to keep Miss Mantalini. It would probably go to trial quicker if you agreed to release her, but that's your call. What would you like?
she wanted to let God's time play out in this case. So she didn't necessarily want to handle it quicker.
She wanted what?
God's time to play it out.
what you mean?
When you said you'd let God's time take care of it, when I
All right. Okay, look, that sounds really interesting, but y'all can talk about that. That's it. No, this is judge's time, and the judge gets to make the rulings on this. So if you're going to, you can keep her, set it for trial, and she's a fine lawyer, and we will set this. It will be we will get to it pretty quick since it's a habitual felon status, so it will be set for trial.
All right, if you're old as me, you have to think of Spicoli and Mr. Hand talking about our time in class. But that was fantastic. Thank you. Mortimer Duke sent this to me.
All right, get a resetting. Thank you. Robert Lofton.
All right, we are going on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Jeremy Benefield, 231468. And appearance, counsel?
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P338, appearing on behalf of my client, appears to my right. This being the date time set for sentencing. Please state your name, sir. Jeremy Benefield.
All right, thank you. Good morning. All right, and thank you for addressing appropriately for court, Mr. Benefield. Today is the date scheduled for your sentencing on your amended charge to public intoxication. Counsel, did you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation with your client?
Yes, we have gone over it extensively, Your Honor. It is factually accurate. My client is 24 years old. He supports no children. He lives with his girlfriend presently. He does have some criminal history regarding similar cases as this. But Your Honor, he has nothing else pending. He tells me, not on probation or parole. And we would hope the court would adopt the recommendations of the probation department, give him a chance to prove this court that he's not going to offend again. He's not under any doctor's care, and there's time. So with that, we leave it to court's discretion. He will need time to pay any fines and costs.
All right, so Mr. Benefield, you have a warrant out of 36th District since September 21st of 22 for never acquired a driver's license. A warrant out of the 24th District Court in Allen Park for public peace violation. January 13th was the date of that warrant. You haven't taken care of that. And then you have another warrant from August 10th of this year out of Allen Park also for expired plate. You didn't take care of that.
Yeah, those tickets I end up being paid.
You'll report to those courts, try to.
Sir, those aren't just tickets that you have to pay. Other than the expired plate, you have to have a court date because you have misdemeanor charges.
Well, I didn't know.
Sir, this is not your first rodeo.
No, I didn't know they never gave me a ticket.
Sir, at some point, you had police contact in Melvindale. Did you not?
Yes, I was in Melvindale and there was an incident with my brother and he ended up calling me.
We're not gonna talk about the facts of those cases.
But there was an incident with my brother and I was sticking up for him because the cops were being, disruptive towards him. And I guess the cops didn't like me and he told me he was gonna send me a ticket in the mail.
Okay.
And I've never seen the ticket.
Well, it's still to your address that you have on file here.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of them or I was already took care of them.
Well, sir, if you're informed that they're going to be mailing you a ticket, you don't receive a ticket.
No, I ended up moving from that apartment that I was living in.
Please let me finish. If somebody is telling you, police agency, what have you, that they're mailing you a ticket and you don't receive that ticket, perhaps you would want to contact that agency or the court where that agency is under the jurisdiction of to see if a ticket was ever issued and if there's something in the court system for a case for you.
I did call them and leave them a message, like a voicemail. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago I did, to see if I did have that ticket. I was trying to take care of it before this court date.
So how did you know about that 2 or 3 weeks ago?
I ended up like kind of remembering, kind of got a little scared thinking that I did have a warrant or something, but I did call him twice.
So you didn't remember way back then when it happened, but now you remember.
It wasn't in my mind. I didn't think that the cops were going to actually send a ticket. I just thought it was like intimidation tactic,
Sir, probably start with being honest.
No, I'm being completely honest with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Your client's not a good candidate for probation. He has 3 warrants out for his arrest, one of which is a similar charges to this one. He had a
And he's a liar, pants on fire.
prior disorderly conduct person the disorderly conduct charge from this court, which we revoked probation. He did not successfully complete it. Then he had another disorderly person in 2017. He had a larceny in 2016. Probation was revoked on that one also. And then a controlled substance conviction out of Detroit in 2015. And sir, you're also not working right now?
Oh, I am. I'm working. I went back and did working.
Oh, okay. I thought this said no changes to the report.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, he did tell me he did just get his job back. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right. And if you're a tester, what would be detected in your system?
Nothing.
All right, I will note that your, you have been submitting to random drug tests. Your first 2 tests were positive for marijuana, but the second one was reduced level. And so that's encouraging to see. The court will indicate that you're not a candidate for probation. The court's going to also state, sir, that alcohol does not help you. You seem to get in a lot of trouble when you're consuming alcohol.
Yeah, my dad was an alcoholic, so I'm gonna stay away from it, you know. It's not good.
Well, at least for the next 90 days, you're going to, because the court's going to indicate an alcohol tether. You're also not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. Not to violate any laws. All right, any questions regarding that?
Thank you, though. I'm gonna go take care of the warrants right after I leave here. I'm gonna call, was the 24th, right?
24th and 36th.
Okay, thank you. I thought the warrants were for, because I had got some tickets in E-course and Lincoln Park, and they went to the same court.
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't?
No, E-course, Lincoln Park, and River Rouge are 25th.
I don't know what you're
District Court
thinking.
Yeah,
in Lincoln Park.
that's what I thought.
24th District Court is Allen Park and Melvindale. That's located in Allen Park.
But that's when I did see the report, that's what I thought they were from, because I did forget to pay, because I'm on a payment plan with them.
Well, you need to contact them
No, I
ASAP.
paid.
Okay, good. Good. All right, as for the fines and costs, $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $200 cost of prosecution, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50. Oh, $725. And you did post a $250 bond. Do you have any other money to pay today, sir?
I did, but I didn't bring it, I wasn't thinking about it, but Friday I can come and possibly if I had it all, I could just pay it all off.
Okay. You don't live far. Do you want to bring the money back?
Yeah,
I don't believe you,
How much are
Nicola,
you able to bring back today?
probably $100 for today, because.
but your uncle does sound really cool.
Pay my car payment.
Okay, so I will indicate $350 today because we're applying your $250 bond.
Okay.
All right, and so then. Receives a balance of $375. And how much can you pay per month? Or you said you're paying it all off on Friday? You can do a monthly payment plan.
If I had, no, we can do $50 payment plan every month.
Don't forget about us.
I won't, no, I won't forget about it. But if I do have enough and after I pay my car payment, yeah, I'll pay it all off.
Okay, and that's fine. You can certainly pay more, that's fine. What days of the month works best?
Friday, what's?
I don't know what this
Friday?
is. Like this?
Middle, beginning, end.
I don't know. I don't get the drill.
I guess. But this Friday.
Oh.
Okay. So how about I indicate the 29th and then the 29th of every month,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
Don't do it.
Have information, so they can give you the information regarding your tether. And then you get to bring another $100 back
I won't.
today, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
You too, you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. All right, off the record.
And there must be a GPS device so we will know where he is since he doesn't show up to court. Reginald Robertson. He was here earlier. Reginald Robertson is called 23 CR 929. Reginald Robertson. There is no answer in the courtroom. I ask the bailiff to call into the hall for Reginald Robertson, please.
He's here, he looks at this stuff in office today.
What are we doing?
He wanted some time to hire an attorney. We have an offer for him, but it's that he wanted to retain.
Call him up, please.
Here it is. Robert, you still want some time to hire an attorney of your own, is that correct?
Are you employed somewhere?
Yes, I work. But
And you're gonna wear that to court?
Oh, I didn't know the rules and regulations.
Well, you don't think this is kind of important? I mean, you're looking at up to 2 years in the state jail if you're found guilty. Do you find that kind of important?
Yes.
Look at everybody. I mean, we've got ties and things like that.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been in trouble before criminally?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know that we treat it seriously. It's not a joke. It's not unimportant, you know,
Yes, sir.
but it's what you make of it. Your charge was forgery here, a state jail felony. You're looking at up to 2 years in the state jail if you were convicted. I can't see. Thank you. What's that first one? Attempted burglary. What are you?
What's this next?
Nine, get that. Probation, second one, marijuana.
Mean our probation.
Go back. Another probation, unlawfully, what is it, unlawfully carrying a weapon?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a probation.
Okay, next.
Let me look at this. See if it's not pending.
You were on probation for illegal possession of
Yes.
controlled substance, right?
I completed.
What happened to that?
I completed.
You did complete it? Was that in my court or next door, or was it across the street?
We'll get back to court, so see what happens.
Thank you. See if it was,
Completed.
was it
Of course.
deferred or regular?
The first. First, you completed it and.
You're in trouble again. And, what do you want to do here, Don?
He has asked for some time to hire an attorney.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you 3 weeks, okay?
Yes, sir.
Get a resetting. Melissa Wilson? Melissa
Okay,
Wilson?
sir.
And that's a plea. Ms. Wilson?
Langley on the bail request by the city of Lacey.
Bail, I request the amount, bail in the amount of $1,000.
And Mr. Bretler on the city of Tumwater's case.
I can't remember these Washington's judges' names because they never put it up.
All right, Mikey, I'm going to have you take a quick little pause right there. We're going to go ahead and bring the afternoon to a close. We'll come on back tonight and pick up the rest of your court cases there as we march along here from day one.